Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know, I've been slacking. And it's more or less I just work all the time now, so I'm tired. And it is what it is. I work 2 jobs, part of life. If you want to see what I'm doing for my second job at least, you can jump on my Instagram, same name and everything. Probably already have it, that's how you find out about the channel. And see all the work I've been doing. But today is a day. So today, that is our new converter. Well, our modified old to new converter. However you want to word it. That is our FTI billet converter that we put in the car. It was a little too tight, so we switched some stuff out. Should be significantly looser. We currently have a nitrous converter in there right now. That's going to come out, and then we're going to try that one out. And then after that, what we're going to do, take y'all outside through the mess of a garage. What we're going to do, we're going to work on the trailer. Basically this back section right here, I'm going to add, I haven't decided if I'm going to do 2x12s or 2x8s or 2 whatever. I'm going to put some width of board from there to there-ish. Not cover that whole section for a ramp, but I'll cover enough of it where we can get the tire on there safely. It might be off a little bit where the ramp section is. It'll be flat that way. I'm terrible at this whole pointing thing, but it'll be flat up there, and then it'll be off a little bit on the slant area, and I'm not that worried about it. As long as it's good enough to drive the car up on, and we're not trying to drive up on this much of the rear tire, because it won't like that, especially if we get stuck in rain or something. Granted, we have mesh, so it won't just pool up, but better safe than sorry. But we're just gonna do it back here because I'm pretty sure the wheels are gonna end up right about these pads. So I just wanna make sure getting up is okay. The front wheels fit on here. They're like just fit. So the whole wheel and tire is on the ramp, and that's all I care about. So we'll do that after the converter's done. And then what I'll probably do is account for enough wood to fill in there and there. And then I'll make the ramps, because the ramps that came with this don't really work for my car. They're those, that big old red thing there, that thing. It's just not a thing. It teeter-totters, and with the length of it, you can see it's kind of tall. It's probably a good 10 foot or so, but that makes it so right as the front wheels come off, the back wheels are like wedged in it, and if it rocks at all, it hits the front of the tire, and I don't need to pop the tire. So I might time lapse some of this, I'm not sure yet, just because you guys have seen me do this 40 times now. The transmission's been in and out of this a bunch of times. So I am going to try and get it up a little bit higher this time, so we can try and get the transmission lower, or the transmission jack lower. But if not, it is what it is. So let's get to work. All right, so here's where we're at. New one, new hardware. Old one, old hardware. Still using those washers, but now that I have space, I'm gonna switch these out. Don't mind that. Just ignore that. She's low, so it takes some finagling. But I have enough room to pull the converter out now. So I'll pull the converter out, put the new one in, and then everything goes back together. Alright everybody, it's late, it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm obviously in the shop, so you can see what I'm working on. I got that pretty Chevelle over there. I'm doing a frame notch on. I gotta do twin turbos on this thing. I took care of the turbo kit on Plan B. So we modified the cold side, built the hot side, modified the exhaust, and then I have to mount the transcooler because I had to move it because the turbo used to be straight, now it's a little crooked, so I have to move some stuff around on that, get it all situated. There's usually a Mustang right here that I'm building exhaust for, actually. That exhaust, I built this whole thing. So yeah, that's good. I gotta build a header for it too. We'll modify a header for it. But if we take a second to walk outside, I'm cleaning up to go home. So I figured I'd take care of my outro while I'm here. As you already saw, we obviously were on the dyno today. So we got Clifford over there. Little Red's tied up behind him. Well, Little Red's sitting there. I didn't want to load it up super late, so I took the time to do it earlier, so I wasn't waking the neighbors putting that bitch on the trailer. Fuel pump took a shit, so it is what it is. We had twin AEM 400s on that car. Same thing that I had on my Those pumps were a little old. Yeah, sorry. So, closing up shop. The pumps were a little old, so we had a beautiful session. Dennis has the car on point up until the pump let go. We were literally discussing how we were going to notice if the pump was going out, and next pull on 22 pounds, the pump said I had enough. The air fuel went to like 13.0 with an 11.5 command, and on top of that, he said the duty cycle jumped to like 126% or something stupid on 2200s. No bueno. So I gotta put the hood up, the roof outside. So yeah, it was mostly successful. I'm not a huge fan of this 85, or not aggressive to say it, I'm probably gonna sell it. This VS 85 is just not. Once again, because we're racing no time and whatnot, I'm not going to discuss horsepower numbers, but I will tell you that the turbo on the car, maybe I have to be in the dark for a second. The turbo on the car made less estimated horsepower than the last turbo on roughly the same PSI, and it made less recorded horsepower than the 80 it was on before on less boost. So we made, I'm gonna have to do something. I think I'm gonna sell it and then come on. Doesn't want me to log out because it's after midnight. Yeah, so hold on, let me take care of this. All right, so yeah, like I said, I'm just really not a fan of this turbo. Dennis has a bigger unit with a smaller back housing. Might see about putting that thing on, but again, it's a bigger unit. The other problem we're having is it's becoming somewhat apparent that it's very plausible that the mark got missed again with the converter. it is definitely looking like it's starting to slip. Alright, look, can't find my keys. It's been a long day. I'm tired. Skipped dinner. It's not a good day. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, the converter looks like it's slipping some. So, it's another problem. But, racing, what are you going to do? So, that'll do it for this video. As always, comment, like, share, subscribe. Oh, we're putting a Magnum Fuel 750 in this. We're putting a big boy. Ain't playing no games. Thing's good to 2,000 horsepower. I'm never going there, so set it and forget it. Get up and get after it. Comment, like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time.